Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Corpse Party Blood Drive. When we left off, we finished Extra Chapter 4, which was a long two-parter episode. I didn't realize, like, that episode is long. But anyways, we finished it so that we can go back into the main story, which is Chapter 7, I believe. Right now, the world is just screwed. Heavenly Host imploded upon itself, killing everybody except for Shinozaki. Have no idea what this is gonna, like, what's gonna unfold now. Like, what can you do? We'll find out, I guess. Determination. That's a lovely title. I don't be filled with determination right now. Well, there we go. You guys heard it from the reporter first. We're screwed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you can say goodbye to everybody you know and love because it's over. It's all done. The sounds of fire trucks and patrol cars echoed through the streets. The sky was dark, the air stale, and many strong, cold gusts of wind bore mass amounts of dust and debris. I didn't envy the reporter her job, as she seemed mere moments away from being thrown off her feet. But, to her credit, she persevered. Behind her, there was a black shadow of an old man. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, jeez. The old man's shadow in the background began acting strangely, jumping in place and making various other aimless motions. I'm on camera!
Eh, 昨晩より全国各地で発生している巨大な黒い柱による出現被害につきまして、国土交通省は非常体制の災害対策本部および警戒本部を設置しました。各地方整備局管内の情報に基づく交通、河川の被災状況、
Traffic? Really? Traffic's what you're worried about?
通りです。
The giant demon pillar. Oh, but I'm not gonna be able to make it to work.
解析不明の未知の鉱物の結晶のようで、エンティティウォール、霊体物質と名付けられています。地震計などでも全く予測のつかない場所に突如生えてくるため、多数の死傷者を出し、世間を混乱に陥れています。工事用カッターの刃も通らず、撤去もできない状況です。防衛庁は自衛隊の調査結果などから、先日まで上空に浮かんでいた黒い球体との関連を調査しています。
Yeah, I'd say so. Probably.
新しい避難場所の情報です。避難指示の出た地域にお住まいの方は以下の情報をチェックしてください。携帯サイト、ウェブサイトでも情報を発信しております。なお、ご覧の白い地域にある体育館や学校はすでに満員です。
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to a school. After everything that's happening in this game, schools are probably a bad
お
idea.
近くの空きのある施設へ向かってください。
っていうか、前兆も速報もなくいきなり生えてくるんだ。避難も対策もねえんだよ。運が悪きが死ぬだけだ。なんで警察はいつまでも公式発表してないんだよ。編集不祥事と取られるのが嫌なのか、それとも何か隠してるのか。
Sir, your mic is still hot. The middle-aged announcer was yelling at the top of his lungs, and in an absolute frenzy. He kicked the studio desk off the ground. A black shadow of a woman could be seen behind him. Okay, people are getting possessed. Other people are murdering each other. That's wonderful.
委員長。
Morishige? Oh, okay.
Ayumi-chan. 篠崎さん。
Yui, wow. I don't like this. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. No. Oh.
けど、もっといっぱい死んじゃったね。
Do I need to run? The room grew dark, and each of the 4 figures who stood before me slowly melted into the blackness, becoming indistinct silhouettes.
持田も中島も岸沼も
たくさん。
死んじゃったね。
あれ、私たちも。
生き返ってないよ。
Oh
あ
jeez.
ゆみちゃん。
何がしたかったの？
God, that's creepy. I screamed and looked up. It was just a dream. I was at home watching TV. I scrunched myself up again, putting my face to my knees.
生き返るって信じてたのに最初からダメだった。そうよ。私は全部意味のないことをしてたんだ。私どうすればいいの？生き返るって思ってから、予習の山で行って大怪我をして、お姉ちゃんまで失って帰ってきたのに。
Oh, poor Ayumi. I raised my face from my knees, eyes red and burning. Okay. Then, as if I hadn't already had enough tragedy in my life, I heard a large crash outside my house. It was unmistakably a car wreck, and a rather severe one at that. The car's alarm was going off, but I was trying my best to ignore it. I didn't need this right now, so I simply wasn't going to bother with it. Jeez. Somebody's gonna be all like covered in blood. Blood covered.
次のニュースです。公益財団法人 PL 振興社の会長が失踪しました。
Mm-hmm. It's related news. No, we don't need to do that. There's no reason for you to go to the front door either. I'm telling you, there's not. God dang it. The car alarm outside was still going off, and it was getting harder and harder to ignore it by the second. See, that's not normal. That's not normal. Whoever was ringing my doorbell was really, really persistent. The irregular sound brought me back to reality. Why are you doing this? I crept over to the peephole and silently looked through to see who'd be visiting me at this hour. On the other side of the door stood a man I didn't recognize. He had short hair, and he was pressing the chime frantically, as if his life depended on it. I was kind of creeped out. I moved away from the peephole. Please, no. The persistent ringing continued for a bit, but then finally, thankfully, came to an abrupt halt. Oh, I don't like it. I slowly crept back to the peephole and took another look. The man was still there. He was just pacing back and forth, in place, in front of a house that, for all he knew, had no occupants. After another short while, he approached the door again and immediately put his eye right up to the outside of the peephole. The man moved his head away, but quickly replaced it with his finger, which he swirled around and around inside the tight space as if trying to reach my eye or poke it out. Then he stepped away from the door. I could have taken this opportunity to slowly move away from the peephole, but I was oddly transfixed. Of course, the second I thought that, he came back to the door yet again. And yet again, he skipped the doorbell and went straight for the peephole. That is super creepy. No, Ayumi, don't. I grabbed the doorknob and was moments away from following through with that plan, when suddenly... Oh! Hi, Sachiko.
幸子。
ダメ、開けちゃ。そいつ死者だ。
幸子。
I slowly turned to look at her.
涅槃は死んだ人の世界。死後の世界がこっちに来る。
Okay, thanks. Then, there's an oddly familiar sound. Another car accident. Again, right outside my door. This time, I looked outside through the peephole and saw the man from earlier, sandwiched between a car and the wall of one of the houses across the street. He was absolutely mangled. But after only a few moments, the man's corpse disappeared, leaving nothing but a shadow in its place on the wall and a ground alike, wall and ground alike, a black stain.
なんなの？世の中どうなってるの？
Not that I really even had to ask.
涅槃の壁を壊したから。
I wasn't just asking myself, I was asking Sachiko, whose presence still remained just behind my back. But she just looked up at me with sad eyes.
今の人も死者真っ黒になって。
No, it couldn't be. I pulled my smartphone from my pocket and forced myself to remain calm enough to access the photo, but then just stopped and stared. What? What happened? What? Is she back or no? The photo displayed on my phone, which was now on the floor, no longer had just my friends before with blackened out faces, but Mochida, Nakashima, and Kishinuma as well. That sucks. Okay, gotcha. She was verifying. Oh, that's so sad. I pounded the floor with both hands and shuddered violently.
悔い改めよ。世界は終わりに近づいている。
Oh.
神は不浄なる心得物を。
Some cultist group was speaking on TV. I guess the news must have ended at some point when I wasn't paying attention.
世界の終わり。
This time, I was just plain talking to myself. Hi, Magari. Make yourself at home, I guess.
そう、終わりよ。まさか、ヤゴウラの最後の生き残りが自爆覚悟でこんなこと考えてるなんてね。
Magari appeared in my hallway. I had no idea how long she'd been there, nor how she'd gotten in. I noticed she still had her heels on, though. Yeah, take your shoes off, jeez. I stood up, and Sachiko was, as always, waiting in the wings behind me.
幸せの石で帰ってこれたわ。鐘付き堂の階段から吹き抜けを落ちてる間にね。
Gotcha.
まあ、天神症が壊れたからこの石は使えないけど。
To demonstrate, Magari snapped the two
涅
together.
槃よ。死人を迎えよ。
Nothing.
ほらね。
I probably flinched, but she was right. Nothing happened.
世界はもう数刻のうちに混沌に包まれて死の世界になる。あっけないでしょ。まさにこの世の終わりってやつ。ちなみにあれ、私の教団。アレンジでしょ。我ながら弾くわ。
She pulled back her chin and flashed me a strained smile.
ああ、そういえば。あなたの親もイカれて入信してたわよ。
Really? This day couldn't have been much worse
あ
for
な
me.
たこのままでいいわけ？
Magadi wasn't mincing words, it seemed. I held my head in both hands and looked down at the ground.
責任を感じてるならちょっと顔貸しなさい。あんたの血に話がある。
Magadi approached me and grabbed my arm. Ooh, Sachiko doesn't like you. Sachiko, still right behind me, began to growl like a guard dog.
話してよ。どうせ私なんか友達も救えない。何もできない。篠崎の血だか知らないけど、私にできることなんて何もないよ。大体、涅槃をこの世に出したのは吉江さんが最初にやったことじゃない。
I screamed, as loudly and fiercely as I could.
私、悪くないじゃない。
I closed my eyes and cried the hardest I'd ever cried, sobbing so intensely that I found myself nearly hyperventilating. Good lord! Magadi slapped me down to the ground.
ムカつく女で、あなた等身大すぎるわ。少しは格好つけようとなさいよ。
I held my cheek and continued sobbing. Magadi was looking down on me with contempt in her eyes, but also a certain intensity that seemed more akin to desperation than anything.
篠崎あゆみ、真実を一つ教えるわ。7番目の柱、知識のセフィラの起動を止められなかった時点で、もう世界の終わりは動かない。だけど
Magadi closed in on me as if our lips were about to touch. Sachiko's like, don't do it! Sachiko growled again, but Magadi was clearly not intimidated in the
ブッ
slightest.
ク・オブ・シャドウズはまだ失われていない。あの本を手にした篠崎の血を引くあなたならミストとまだ戦えるかもしれないわ。
I was still hesitating, and Magadi apparently didn't much like that.
ふざけやがって。
Suddenly, Magadi was pulling up on the top of my uniform. My plump, white stomach was now fully exposed.
そったれの本はここにあるわ。
I'm sorry, what? She pointed to the spot just below my belly button. As she did so, my stomach started growling with an unearthly roar and shifted in place slightly. I'm sorry, is she gonna like give birth to a book? Because that's really weird. It was almost like there was a snake slithering around inside of me.
まったく、もっと早く気づけばよかったわ。篠崎義恵の家の地下で力を使ってから、そこに潜り込んで眠ってやがったのよ、そいつは。
Magadi crossed her arms and snorted.
ただし、あくまで入れ物で、中身は空っぽだけどね。
Sounds like somebody's hungry.
生意気にうなってやんの。
The growl that came from within my own body sounded like that of a wild beast.
まさか本当に。
ほんと、すっかり騙されたわ。私は本来、教団からあなたがあの空間でブック・オブ・シャドウズを手に入れるためのサポート役。
そうなの。
って言っても、手に入れた瞬間、奪い取るつもりだったけどね。まあ、それも、今となってはどうでもいいわ。
But we are
世
screwed.
界が壊れるのなら、教団の継承権もクソもないし。ミストよ。ミスト。
She hates him.
あれで勝ったつもりでいるなんて笑っちゃうわよね。そんなあいつを思いっきりなぶり殺してやりたいでしょ。あなたも甘ったれずにできることに目を向けなさい。可能性を放棄するのは死んだ後でいい。
My eyes began to well up yet again.
私にまだ何かできることがあるの。
Margari's expression turned deathly
なん
serious.
としてもブック・オブ・シャドウズを体の外に出して支配なさい。本があなたの覚悟を認めれば
Naturally
自然と出て
extract.
くるわ。そして本の力があればミストのいる涅槃にもう一度乗り込む道も示されるでしょうよ。
I wouldn't use that door. There's like dead bodies that come there. I could only stare incredulously at my abdomen. Magari took this opportunity to open my front door, again to illustrate her point. Outside, the weather was completely anomalous, with hurricane-like winds and debris clouds everywhere. The clouds up above, too, were moving abnormally fast through the disconcerting blood-red sky. Every few seconds, a sound not unlike a spark plug firing could be heard echoing from the distance as another black flame ignited and burned itself out in some random spot.
どの道あなたも世界と共に滅びて死ぬわ。だったら見せてみなさい。
I mean, I guess that's a really weird way to look at it, but yeah.
黒魔術から生まれたその本は残酷と血を好むわ。
With those parting words, Magari disappeared into the city, the sounds of her heels clacking softer and softer until they were no longer audible at all. Sachiko and I could do nothing else but see her off. Shouldn't we catch up with Sachiko and find out what's going on? The entire nation was now plagued with entity walls and black silhouette-like spirits of the dead. Panicky citizen. The entity walls were rapidly destroying schools, downtown bypasses, and other crucial traffic cornerstones. Even rescue shelters, creating countless new casualties by the minute. People were running in the streets, panicked and confused, and almost certainly not much longer for this earth. Oh geez. Meanwhile, in Miss Coulon's office, the black-suited agents watched in horror as each TV monitor displayed a feed from a different news network across the world, and the story was exactly the same on all of them. Your boss is a bit busy. Also, she's probably dead. How is a book supposed to recognize my determination? What the hell am I supposed to do? Walk around, apparently. I don't have any reason to go to the kitchen right now. TV area? I guess? I don't know. Every channel is reporting almost non-stop on the nationwide ghost disaster state that's in effect. Too bad no one seems to have any worthwhile information to contribute, though. Okay, what about the mirror? The reflection on the mirror looks like a whole other person. Ragged hair, pale skin, and expression of utter disdain are the standout features. Okay, so that's not how you test your determination. Sleep on the couch. Water a plant. The lack of sunlight these past few days has really taken its toll on not just the people here, but on the plants as well. Alright, this isn't where I'm supposed to be then. Should I go upstairs? No reason. Okay, what about over here? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, there's a candle to save, so that's good. I don't know. The world's completely gone to crap. How are we gonna get a book out of us? No, we have Sachiko as like a little avatar now. That's cool. There are numerous books on the shelf relating to magic and the occult. Hinoa had quite a collection. Oh, so this is your sister's room, huh? Oh, that was a knife. Wasn't it? I think it was. Ooh, don't. You're gonna, aren't ya? In front of the mirrored dresser sat Hinoa's zodiac dagger. I gripped it in terror, closed my eyes, and started shaking.
なんとしてもブック・オブ・シャドウズを体の外に出して支配なさい。
This might be a bad ending.
黒魔術から生まれたその本は残酷と血を好むわ。
Oh god. I couldn't back down now. I lifted the dagger in front of me, poised to plunge it into my body and carve myself open, as samurai once did in the ritualistic suicide called seppuku. But I couldn't go through with it. I was too scared of death, too scared of the pain. It's okay. It's okay. The face that reflected back at me in the mirror was twisted with fear. I didn't even recognize myself. But I could see in those eyes all the weight that had been put on my shoulders, all the responsibility I'd been forced to bear. My mind was made up. I lifted the dagger again, only to bring it halfway to its destination before halting its descent once more. No matter how determined I was, no matter how strong my conviction, it was literally suicide. I knew what had to be done, but knowing and accepting are two different things. I began crying like a baby. This was the most afraid I'd ever been in my entire life, and almost certainly the most afraid I would ever be. At this point, the only way I'd be able to go through with it was to clear my mind and let my arms make the motions automatically. And before I knew it, that's exactly what I did. Ooh! It's most likely because I wasn't thinking about it, or anything else for that matter, that the dagger found absolutely no resistance. It was like applying excess force to slice a cake. For a very brief moment, I felt nothing, but then the convulsions started, first in my abdomen, then quickly spreading up to the rest of my body. My abdomen was now spasming and constricting involuntarily, and the rest of me wasn't faring much better. My entire body was in total chaos. The extent of the agony I'd felt at that moment was absolutely impossible to convey. It was all-encompassing. I was utterly incapable of focusing on anything else. My lower body was spewing blood, bright red blood, thick black blood, and an unknown yellow substance, all of which were blending together into a slurry that was, at its core, my life essence. This went far beyond anything I could have ever imagined. The sheer shock of it rendered my mind a jumble that I simply could not untangle. I knew there was a reason I'd done this to myself, something I absolutely had to do, and it was crucial, but regaining enough cognitive function to do it would be a challenge. My head was swimming as I tried, beyond all reasonable measure, to hang on to consciousness, just long enough to complete the task at hand. I could still see my face in the mirror, but only just, as the blood that had been spurting from my abdomen had largely glazed it over. It was a truly frightful sight, comparable to, if not more disturbing than anything I'd seen in Heavenly Host. I felt feeble, helpless, and in the face of the mirror was smiling at me for it, darkly, obscenely. Jet black crows flew by outside the window, and in that moment, a fire sparked within me. Feeling oddly resolute, I gripped the dagger, jutting out from my abdomen. Oh! And yanked it to the side with every last bit of strength I had left in me. Oh god. The spray of blood gushing out of me became almost exponentially more violent. Most surprisingly, it seemed like equal amounts of blood were rushing to my brain as well, and the effect was feeling like the blood vessels in my head were on the verge of bursting. Oh! But just as I felt like I was moments away from my final blackout, I saw something. There, among my own entrails on the ground, was a blood-drenched tome. It was the Book of Shadows, without question. My vision blurred from the intense loss of blood and even more intense pain. I fell forward, unable to maintain any semblance of balance any longer. And I landed right on it. With a loud, warm, and unpleasant splash, my face planted firmly into the book, which was steaming under the odd temperature differentials of my viscera. I awoke with a start. I was still in Hinoa's room. Instinctively and frantically, I looked down at my abdomen. There I saw a scar resembling the ones I'd almost died from during the blowback at Yoshie Shinozaki's house. Runic lettering and all, but that was it. The bleeding had stopped. In fact, there was no blood anywhere in the room, and on the floor in front of me sat the Book of Shadows. Not a copy, but the original. I slowly touched it, and from behind me, Sachiko spoke. She was staring at me with docile, almost reverent look in her eyes. I picked up the book and looked at it, fear and awe running through my now clear head. Oh, it's so loving. It grumbled a bit, darting its eyes back and forth. Eventually, it seemed to settle on a specific direction, locking its gaze. It seemed to be looking out the window. Why?
涅槃の入り口。
あの方向、如月学園だわ。
Of course it is. See, that's why I told you not to evacuate and go to a school, because schools are bad. Hi, parents.
帰ってきてたの？もうお父さん。
世界はもう終わりました。
世界はもう終わりました。お父さん、お母さん。
I think we need to leave. Because, yeah, they are probably going to be very bad news. Okay, you know what? Oh, come on, I want to save. I'm not going to talk to my parents. They're just going to freaking chase me. They're going to try and eat my face off or something. Okay, so we got to go to the school. I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? Now? I don't get it. I don't. Why? Why? This is like an intro sequence, but we're like 7 chapters in. I feel like somebody told me about that, like the prologue is 7 chapters. Doesn't make any sense. Ugh. Cool song though. I like the music. So much death. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. Oh, they're so cute together. Alrighty then. It's a full-on intro. 7 chapters in. I also wanted to save, but that's okay, I guess. So in case you guys were wondering, we're playing Course Party Blood Drive. Why is the intro here? It's so strange. Oh, this game. Always gotta throw a curveball at you.
Sachiko, 不思議な気持ちだけど、あなたがこうして味方でいてくれると心強いよ。
Sachiko looked at me with sweet, innocent eyes. Okay. I mean, she's a lot nicer now that she's not, you know, evil and stuff. How's the school look? When I arrived at Kisaragi, I almost said Kisaragi Gakuen because Academy. I'm just used to hearing that. Okay. I got a much better look at the phenomenon. It was like a whirlpool with a red, dully shining hole in the center. Was this the entrance to the ever after? We're gonna fly. I closed my eyes, clasped the Book of Shadows tightly in both hands, and prayed. When I opened my eyes again and looked up into the sky, my body began to float. I was in control of the Book of Shadows. I was a legitimate practitioner of magic now. This moment felt almost like an awakening to endless new possibilities. And right next to me, flying by my side, was Sachiko.
Ayumi.
The momentary loss of focus dropped me out of my trance, and I immediately began falling. I gripped the book even tighter and concentrated harder than before, and sure enough, I began rising up toward the vortex once more.
Ayumi, 気をつけて。あなたが力を使えるのはその本のおかげ。絶対離しちゃダメ。
True.
わかったわ。
Don't drop it, don't misplace it, don't let anybody borrow it. Nobody can even read the synopsis of the book, because it's bad. As I flew higher, I could see Magari sitting on the roof of the school.
ブックオブシャドウスを従えたようね。見直したわ、篠崎あゆみ。それにしても、如月学園の真上に涅槃へのエスカレーターがあるなんてね。ついでにもう一つ教えてやるとね、涅槃がこの世界に侵食してつながってしまったのは別にあなただけのせいじゃない。
Okay.
涅槃天神症がこの世に発生してしまった時点で、いいえ、もっと以前にブックオブシャドウズが生み出されてしまった時に、いつかこの時が来ることは決まっていた。
I looked into Magari's face. She was being completely
そ
sincere.
の本の元の所有者も篠崎義恵もみんなそれを食い止めようと、あるいは遅らせようと必死だったの。それが次世代へつなぐだけの運命であってもね。
Gotcha.
そうやって代々受け継いできたのよ。
Makes sense.
そうだったの。
だから言ってみれば、あなたがいようといまいといずれこうなったわ。ただあなたの行為はあの狂信者集団矢後浦教会の生き残りミストに涅槃のパワーを与えてしまった。その責任は取らなきゃいけないわ。責任。あなたには本物のブックオブシャドウズがある。
It's a battle of the Book of
天
Shadows.
神症で分散していた涅槃の力はミストの持つ偽物に取り込まれてしまった。でもそれを取り戻してその本に封印すれば、あんなもの簡単に吹っ飛ばせるわ。そして涅槃のコアをも迎え入れられたなら、その本は完璧なものとなる。さあ反撃よ。食らわしてやりなさい。
Yeah, let's go mess him up.
世界が終わる前に一発ぐらい本物の実力ってやつをね。
Magari grew smaller as I climbed higher and higher, and as I looked up, I could see the threshold looming even larger, poised as if to wrap itself around me.
怖い？死ぬの怖い？
I smiled at her, and to my surprise, it was a genuine smile. Somehow or another, I was feeling very calm. Sachiko looked at me with wide eyes. She turned away briefly, then looked over at me once more. It almost seemed like in that brief moment, she changed expressions in a way someone would change a suit. Okay. Really? I looked back up to find myself practically right on top of the hole in the sky that stood in front of the abnormally huge red moon. We going in? And with my conviction settled, I jumped in. The harsh flash, the nausea, and the wrenching tightness in my chest caused me to lose consciousness for a second. But then I awoke to find that heaven and earth had switched places. It looked as though we were falling headfirst into a massive storm, with flashing lightning and roaring thunder. It almost seemed like I was previewing what the world would look like after its destruction. In the sky, there was an enormous face of a doll, and the walls around me were made of flesh. That's lovely. Hold on to that book, please. Do not lose it. I swear if you lose it, I'm going to be so disappointed. Because I don't want to find it. Like, hold on to it and fight back. That's what we need to do. The tide has changed. The intro has played. It's time for us to fight back. I clenched the Book of Shadows with both hands and slowly made my landing in this new version of the Nirvana. It was a mountain of rubble. Oh, Sachiko joined us. That's good. I slowly, carefully found my footing and pulled myself back up to my feet. This was an entirely different heavenly host. It bore almost no resemblance whatsoever to any version of the school we'd traversed previously. They're probably dead. I called out to my friends but received no answer. All I could hear was the rumbling and twisting of the air around me. Okay, I really need to save though. Like, good lord, I need to save. Ugh, it's not letting me save and I have to be able to get to a save point. Because I'm playing like several different Vita games, so I have to make it there. So I'm sorry if this episode's long. I'm sure we'll more than make up for it though. There was no mistaking it. In the midst of the wreckage, pieces of clothing from Kishinuma, Mochida, Nakashima, Miss Kuon, and Aiko were clearly visible. And the unfortunate souls who were wearing this clothing were all buried under fallen beams and other debris, and surrounded by a veritable sea of blood. Yeah, they're all dead. I knelt down and began sobbing uncontrollably. Sachiko stared at me as I continued to scream and cry.
Ayumi? Sachiko, 頑張ってみる。天神小学校の運命だったら、ちょっとなら戻せるかもしれない。
Really? Sachiko produced a calavera necklace from her pocket. The skeletal figure on the chain made a slight hollow clinking sound as it was handled, very much as the actual bone would. It looked handmade and seemed oddly warm, like a keepsake. I had the weird feeling that I'd seen this object somewhere before. Though she was looking down at the ground a bit, slightly guilty and slightly guarded, Sachiko giggled
こ
slightly.
れ幸子の
Oh, I cut her off. She didn't get to say treasure. A big smile crept across her lips, and for a moment, she looked every bit a part of an ordinary girl. I was confused. Sachiko placed her hand on the Book of Shadows. Fact loop? And the book spoke,
同じ日を繰り返せ
followed by Sachiko. Suddenly, I was in Yoshie Shinozaki's clinic. The very same clinic Nakashima and I had visited on that fateful day.
この人はヨシエさん。
I was viewing Sachiko's memory of an event from long ago. Yoshie was writing something in her
アナ
journal.
グラムの解析を進めると、この本に書かれている術はすべて実体の伴わない理論でしかなかった。成功例に関する文献も全く存在しない。私はなんと愚かなことをしてしまったのだろう。最初から成功しないものに心血を注いでいたなんて。
Yeah, I remember us hearing this part.
本の中身である涅槃が飛び出し、異空間を作ってしまうだけの失敗作の術。しかもそこに囚われた死者は生きていた証、存在の痕跡すらも消されてしまう。
Sachiko came into the room from the back. Her eyes met with Yoshie's, and she
だ
smiled.
が、飛び出した涅槃を抑え込むことができたため、
Sachiko stood obediently by her mother, wearing the white dress I'd seen on her in Heavenly Host. Yoshie patted her on the head approvingly. Sachiko then coughed out a fine black mist, but sucked it back into her mouth like a carp.
失われ、黒く消えたあの人の存在だけ
I
は
still
取り
can't
戻
believe
せ
you
たのだ。
put it inside her. The face on the image was blackened out, like those of Seiko and the others. However, to my surprise, the black marking was slowly peeling itself away, revealing the features underneath. I have no idea what we're doing. My vision slowly cleared, and when it did, amidst all the rumbling and shaking, I found myself back in Heavenly Host Elementary. Oh.
これは
Uh-oh. Then promptly, Sachiko collapsed to the ground. Without thinking, I picked her up and held her limp, light body in my arms. She must have used up her spirit energy, as she was clearly drained. She was breathing, but only very lightly.
苦しそう。私、幸子に触れてる。
Sachiko was real. She had to have been, or I wouldn't have been able to hold on to her like this. She seemed injured, but not in any traditional manner. There were cracks running through her body, each one emanating an unearthly blue, almost gaseous light. Meanwhile, the school itself was also cracking and breaking all around me, making an incredible noise. The roof above began to crumble away, providing glimpses of the real world. And incredibly, the entity walls hadn't spawned there yet.
戻ってる。まだみんなが死ぬ前だ。
Sachiko!
幸子。
Oh, she helped us!
あゆきごめん幸子あんまり時間戻せなかった
幸子。
Oh.
ありがとう。偉いね。頑張ったね。
I could hardly believe it. I just complimented Sachiko, of all people, on a job well done.
幸子褒めてくれるの
Her newly formed physical body was rapidly beginning to evaporate into mist. My voice was trembling, though I suspect it was less with fear and more with confusion.
すごいわ。
Aww.
いい子よ。
She looked up into the sky, eyes beginning to well with tears. She was struggling to speak. Soon, she wouldn't be able to at all.
幸子謝りたか
She barely had any voice left, but was persevering nonetheless. This was clearly something she didn't want to leave unsaid, no matter what. Oh, Sachiko! It wasn't her fault. And with that, she began full-on crying. I couldn't help doing the same. Oh. Sachiko. The tears were streaming down my face now. Sachiko's voice is so mournful, so genuine. Exactly. Yes. A massive earthquake shook the ground. Sachiko looked scared, so I patted her head and hugged her tightly. She then looked at me squarely in the eye, gripping her clavera necklace tightly in her hand as if it were a rosary. Oh, she's gone. Sachiko and the blue light alike both disappeared completely. She was gone. The being I was hugging just moments ago no longer existed. All I could do was clench my fists and mourn. The look on Sachiko's face when she asked if I was scared of dying kept flashing through my head. I kept my head hung low for a moment, then stood up and wiped the tears from my eyes. Accompanying the sound of rumbling, one single entity wall now stood in the real world. The cycle was beginning anew. Sachi didn't like that. We finished the chapter. Whoops! Well, I guess that's a good thing since the last 2 episodes were like longer, or the extra chapter. So you know what? Yeah, good for us. We finished chapter 7. And it looks like we have a lot more things. EX chapter 5 has been unlocked. Okay, well, depending on how things go, we might do extra chapter 5 in the next video. Although I just did chapter 4, so I feel like continuing the story as well. But anyways, that is the end of this video because this is way too long for one of my short videos. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it either way. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you did enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. I made a few quick selections, then the background behind Aiko changed. She must not have known about that part. It was actually kind of funny. 3, 2, 1. Aww. After several flashes and clicks, an image of us was displayed on the monitor. In it, Saika and I were hugging, but Aiko was standing behind us with a furtive look in her